Hi everyone, this is your friend Bill Greeter. I just wanted to get start to prepare for the annual management review session. We've run it for the last couple of years, and I'm thinking we can stay with the same format. There's a bunch of information that I need from everyone. So I thought one way to start would be to show you what we did last year, and I'll make note of what some of the things that I'm going to need and who can get them to me, so I can prepare for it. I'm hoping that we can run our management review session next Thursday, between 10 and 12 on Thursday morning. Anyway, this was last year. So last year we had Susan, Rodney, we had Yash and Carlos, Sam and Paul, Dan Hennigan, Bill Matus, Ruby, Ken, and I. And it took place on February 4th. So we're right on schedule, give or take a week in terms of doing it at the same time. And the first thing is the 2020 in review. This is all part of the QMS. All the inputs. The first is the status of actions from the previous management reviews. We wanted to have 80 A3s closed. We ended up with 65. The contract review process needed to be revamped. We made many changes back then. Again, don't forget, this is from most of 2020 in review. Convert the gold gaps in A3s. Motivate and reward employee for attendance. And at that time, we rewarded 3 employees for attendance and 3 for A3, and make QA faster and more efficient. Kiosks was brought in, QA, and changes to handling the glue parts. And part B, again, the QMS is changes in external and internal issues that are relevant to the quality management system. So I need input from you guys in terms of A and B so far. What are the things that happened last year? And what are the things that the changes in external and internal issues? And in this case, it was hired engineer at the time. Part C was information on the performance and effectiveness of the quality management system, including trends in. So basically, you're looking for any kind of customer satisfaction and feedback from relevant interested parties. And in this case, you see that coming off year 2020, great appreciation from Turbine Jet and PW Power. Then we need to know the extent to which quality objectives have been met. So these are our KPIs: product conformity, final inspection, customer on-time delivery, corrective actions, customer complaints, scrap percentage, rework percentage, supplier on-time delivery, product conformity, and contract review timeliness. And these are all things I'm thinking, Paul, Susan, Dan, whoever can get this information, hopefully it's still being kept. You can see that the whole year, January, February actual, all the way across the top, so hopefully we can dig something up for 2021. Step 3, process performance and conformity of product and services. So it shows a trend, by year of scrap parts, parts made, and scrap percentage. And you can see that it was trending nicely downward through 2020. Non-conformities and customer complaints. How many complaints do we have in 2021, and a little bit of detail on what those were. So I'm thinking, the bananas, and maybe there's 1 or 2 others, but I need to get that dug out for our management review. Part 5, monitoring and measurement results. Any changes to the calibration process. I know it's still outsourced. That's what this slide looks like. So we just want to make sure we update it. If there's been any changes. Audit results, first-party audits and third-party audits. So the results of the audits and how they went. Again, this is stuff that Yash did, and recorded. So again, we're not sure where the information can come from. Number 7, the performance of external providers, supplier delivery percentage, corrective action, any corrective actions that were issued to external providers, suppliers. And 8, on-time delivery performance, KPI 02, customer on-time delivery, what the average on-time delivery for the year was, and the 12-month adjusted OTD for PWA. You can see that this is something, again, that Yash supplied for the management review. So I guess I'm thinking Paul or somebody, we need to have this information. And part D, the adequacy of resources, people, and equipment. the effectiveness of actions taken to address risks and opportunities. So here they are: production, shipping, and packaging. These are the different processes. What's the risk identification, the probability assessment, the probability rating. So it's basically FMEA that we did each year, looking at different risks that might impact Atlas. And F, opportunities for improvement. And this is our goal was for 2021, 183s. And so 933, management review outputs, opportunities for improvement, any need to changes the quality management system, resource needs, and risks identified. So that's basically the conclusion of how we do management review. And then the second part, a little more fun, is the 2021 goals that we came up with last year. The thinking again was fast goals, just getting faster, less waste, being able to, not store things. I think we're doing a pretty good job. I caution you, be careful what you wish for, because generally over the last 2 years, whatever you guys come up with, we figure out, you have figured out a way to get it done. Susan last year increased sales 35-40%. KPI metric for each department: perfect audit, supplier gold, expanding capabilities through acquisition of equipment and key personnel, expand output capabilities, and improve upon teamwork and break silos. And Rodney's goals for 2021 were eliminate operations finding out last minute, make sure jobs are ready to run when you hit the floor, materials, tooling, setup, travelers, and documentation. And you guys can, judge whether we made progress in those areas. We'll cover those, when we do the management review. Yasha's were gold, especially questions 4 and 8, which were application of lean analysis, and number 8, capacity planning. 183s, developed a dashboard. This is something that, we started, got going, and then obviously we had a whole bunch of, devastating things that happened, and things kind of got sidetracked there. Continuous flow and batch and queue. Rodney, Yash, and I experimented with this with good results in 2020. Dive deeper into quantifying and improving setups. Setups was a big piece of it. And Carlos was moved to a bigger building, new press brake, laser up and running, hire, promote within for setup and operator, promote this equipment to gain new business, understand all operating costs for quoting, costing, setup reduction throughout the press room area. And Bill Matus was learning, refining our true costs, and capturing one significant new defense customer. Ruby's were focused learning activities to employee well-being, complete all scheduled mandatory training for the year. And Paul's were improved knowledge base in QA and streamlined process from receipt of PO to production. Sam was maintain a schedule 6 months or more ahead and do less work manually. And that is it. So I'm going to need you guys' input. Hopefully you guys can get together and kind of figure out who's going to supply what information. I would do it, but I just don't have access to any kind of that information, especially the on-time delivery, scrap rates, all that stuff. So with that, I'm hoping we can prepare for our 2022 management review session. And I look forward to being with all you guys. Have a great day.